One of the things I've noticed after nearly 30 years in the fitness industry is something that happens over and over again. People start a fitness program, they get stronger, they get fitter, and eventually something starts to hurt. Could be a shoulder, a knee, back issues, and suddenly the thing that was supposed to improve their health is now limiting their ability to train. So the question becomes, why does this happen so often in the fitness industry? The reality is, most fitness programs focus on one thing above all else. I've done it myself. Focus on intensity, pushing more weight, pushing more reps, more volume, even more training days. And while those things are important, absolutely, to improve your performance, in the short term, they often ignore one important fact. Does it balance the body? Is there strength without mobility? Intensity without recovery? Training without movement awareness? Unfortunately not. So over time, these imbalances begin to accumulate, and eventually the body will push back. So over the years, I've worked with athletes, professionals, general population, people simply trying to stay healthy. I started noticing a pattern. The people that lasted the longest in training weren't always the strongest or the fastest. They were the ones that understood something deeper. They understood that training is not just about pushing harder. It's about creating balance in the body so you can continue training for decades. In many ways, the fitness world has two extremes. So on the one side, you have high performance training. You push harder, you eventually lift more weight, you push faster, you push longer. On the other side, you have rehabilitation and healthcare. So injuries come up, you treat it, something goes wrong. In very few systems focus on what happens in between those worlds. The middle space where you're not injured, but something doesn't feel quite right yet. That's where most people live. And that's where most traditional fitness programs will fail. Because the philosophy behind total balance, what we do, is very simple. Training should help you become stronger, of course, more mobile, more resilient, all at the same time. But not just stronger, not just fitter, a more balanced as a human being. So what that means, yes, strength training, of course, mobility work, movement quality, but also recovery strategies. And you want those to all work together, as part of a system. Because when those elements are balanced properly, something interesting happens. People don't just get fit, they stay fit for years, sometimes decades. Because fitness shouldn't just be about what you can do this month or even this year. It should be what your body is capable of doing 10, 20, even 30 years from now. Can you still move well? Can you still train? Can you still explore? Can you still hike? Can you still climb? Can you still stay active with the people you care about? Because these become important. The long-term perspective changes the way you train. And that's the foundation of the total balance approach. So if you've ever found yourself in a cycle where you train hard, but you get injured, you recover, and then you just start all over again, you're not alone. It's actually one of the biggest problems in the fitness industry today. But the good news is, with the right approach to training, it doesn't have to be that way. Because you can get stronger. You can improve your performance. You can feel fitter. And you can build a body that continues to move well for decades. So if you're interested in learning more about total balance philosophy, or if you're looking for a more sustainable way to train, feel free to reach out. We work with small number of clients, both one-on-one and small groups, to help you build that balance into your training and therefore into your life.